Freedom and education, a tale of two nations. Education has always been the cornerstone of freedom, shaping nations, building identities, and preparing citizens for the complexities of a global world. Today, we explore the distinct paths taken by two neighboring nations, Canada and the United States, and how their educational systems define their perspectives, priorities, and global influence. A tale of two nations. Canada and the United States share a border, but their approaches to education couldn't be more different. While Canada emphasizes understanding the world beyond its borders, the U.S. often prioritizes narratives closer to home. These differences reveal themselves in classrooms, curricula, and even in how students perceive global events. In Canada, education serves as a window to the world. Classrooms buzz with discussions about international diplomacy, environmental challenges, and cultural exchange. Students are encouraged to think critically and empathetically, engaging with the world as active participants. Across the border, many American classrooms focus on domestic history, reinforcing a sense of national pride, but often leaving global awareness as an afterthought. This divergence sets the stage for vastly different worldviews among their citizens. These differences are not incidental, they are reflective of deeper societal priorities. In Canada, the emphasis on international understanding aligns with a broader commitment to global collaboration. The U.S., by contrast, often leans on an America First philosophy that, while fostering unity, can sometimes hinder opportunities for cross-cultural dialogue and cooperation. This divergence has practical consequences. A Canadian student exposed to international perspectives is better prepared to navigate a global economy, while an American student focused on domestic priorities may struggle to adapt to international challenges. The seeds of success or stagnation are sown early, in the classroom. Global perspectives versus domestic focus. In Canada, global perspectives are woven into the fabric of education. Students study international systems such as the United Nations and explore the impacts of globalization. These lessons inspire them to see themselves as part of a larger global community, fostering cooperation and understanding. In contrast, American education often focuses inward. While students excel in understanding their country's history and achievements, surveys show significant gaps in global knowledge. This insular focus can create barriers, limiting opportunities for collaboration and mutual growth on the world stage. The implications of this divide extend beyond the classroom. Canada's emphasis on global literacy equips its citizens to navigate international complexities, from trade negotiations to climate action. The U.S., with its inward focus, risks missing these opportunities, potentially isolating itself in an interconnected world. Moreover, the differences in global literacy have practical consequences. In Canada, businesses benefit from a workforce attuned to international markets, enhancing their competitive edge. In the U.S., companies may face challenges as they adapt to an increasingly globalized economy with employees less prepared to engage in cross-cultural settings. The cost of these disparities becomes apparent in moments of crisis. Whether addressing climate change or navigating trade negotiations, a nation's ability to respond effectively depends on its understanding of the world. Canada's investment in global literacy is a strategic advantage, one that positions it as a leader on the global stage. Cultural identity and multicultural education. Education shapes cultural identity, and Canada's curriculum celebrates diversity. Multiculturalism is not just a policy but a core value, reflected in classrooms where students learn about the histories, languages, and traditions of diverse communities. French and English, Canada's official languages, are taught side by side, reinforcing the nation's bilingual heritage. In the U.S., cultural education often highlights the melting pot narrative, a powerful story of unity but one that can sometimes oversimplify individual identities. While both nations value diversity, Canada's approach integrates it into every aspect of learning, fostering a deeper understanding of global cultures. This difference matters. Canadian students emerge with a broad, empathetic worldview, better prepared to engage with the global community. By contrast, the U.S. risks reinforcing a more limited perspective, which can hinder its ability to connect on the world stage. Canada's commitment to multicultural education also strengthens its societal fabric. By fostering understanding and respect from a young age, the nation cultivates a sense of belonging that empowers its diverse population. This inclusivity is a powerful counterbalance to the divisive rhetoric often seen in global politics. Economic realities and education. Economics plays a critical role in shaping education. In Canada, investments in public education aim to ensure equitable access across provinces. This commitment helps level the playing field, providing opportunities for students from all backgrounds to succeed. In the U.S., the decentralized system creates disparities. Wealthier districts often have access to advanced resources, while underfunded schools struggle with outdated materials and overcrowded classrooms. These inequities have lasting consequences, contributing to higher dropout rates and fewer opportunities for higher education in underserved communities. Canada's focus on sustainable development and innovation further distinguishes its system. Students are introduced to cutting-edge topics such as green technology and global trade, preparing them to lead in a rapidly changing world. This forward-thinking approach contrasts with the U.S., where standardized testing often dominates the conversation, leaving little room for innovation. The economic strength of a nation is closely tied to its education system. Canada's ability to prepare students for global challenges is a testament to its resilience. The U.S., with its fragmented system, must address these disparities to remain competitive. The dropout dilemma. Dropout rates offer a stark measure of educational success. In Canada, consistent efforts to reduce these rates have paid off, with significant improvements over the past decades. Programs that support at-risk students and promote second chances play a key role in this success. In the U.S., dropout rates remain higher, particularly in underserved communities. These figures represent more than statistics, they are a reflection of systemic challenges that demand urgent attention. Addressing these disparities requires a commitment to equity and innovation, ensuring that every student has a chance to succeed. Every dropout represents lost potential. Canada's emphasis on inclusivity and second chances offers valuable lessons. By adapting these strategies, the U.S. could make meaningful progress in addressing its dropout crisis. The role of politics in education. Education is deeply influenced by politics, shaping policies, funding, and priorities. In Canada, political leaders often frame education as a tool for international collaboration, emphasizing global awareness and sustainability. In the U.S., education debates frequently center on issues such as standardized testing, curriculum control, and local governance. While these discussions are important, they can overshadow broader conversations about preparing students for global challenges. The rhetoric of America First resonates in classrooms, but it risks creating a generation less prepared to engage with the complexities of an interconnected world. By embracing a more outward-facing approach, the U.S. could unlock the potential of its students, positioning them as leaders on the global stage. Building bridges through education. Education has the power to bridge divides, fostering understanding and collaboration. Canada's mosaic approach to identity celebrates diversity, creating a foundation for mutual respect. The U.S., with its rich history of innovation and ambition, has the potential to complement this vision by embracing a more inclusive and outward-looking perspective. As students from both nations face unprecedented challenges, their education will determine their ability to succeed. Will they be equipped to collaborate and innovate? Or will outdated narratives and limited perspectives hold them back? The future of education lies in collaboration. By learning from each other's strengths, Canada and the U.S. can build systems that empower students to thrive in a complex and interconnected world. A call to action. Education is more than a tool, it's a promise. A promise to future generations that they will be equipped to face challenges, seize opportunities, and create a better world. As we reflect on the paths of Canada and the U.S., let us commit to an education that empowers, inspires, and unites. Together, these nations have the potential to redefine what education means in the 21st century. By embracing diversity, fostering global awareness, and investing in innovation, they can create systems that prepare students not just for today, but for the future. Let us remember, the seeds of freedom, progress, and democracy are sown in the classroom. It is here that the leaders of tomorrow are shaped, and it is here that the future of our nations will be decided.